What happens when the most targeted rookie in WNBA history finally gets her protector? For an entire season, Caitlin Clark had to survive elbows, shoulder checks, and silent whistles. But the days of cheap shots and dirty screens are over, because Sophie Cunningham just walked into Indiana Fever training camp, and she's not asking for respect. She's demanding it.
You know what? This is just like a breath of fresh air. I'm not kidding. I think it's been day 5, day 6. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. But it's just everyone's in it for the right reason. Everyone's in it. You have great energy. You have great people. And at the end of the day, everyone's putting aside their agendas and doing what's best for the team. And let me tell you, it is refreshing, and everyone's excited to be here.
She needs an enforcer. She needs a brute that will wreck people if they wreck her.
When Caitlin Clark stepped into the WNBA, the spotlight was blinding. She was the most hyped rookie the league had ever seen, breaking viewership records and filling arenas like no one before. But instead of admiration, she got elbows. Instead of celebration, she got slammed. Game after game, she was roughed up with no protection from referees. Let this sink in. 17% of all flagrant fouls in the entire league were committed against one player, Clark. That's not a coincidence. That's a message.
Sometimes you need one of those players on your team. You need one of those enforcers. Every good player, by the way. Every good player, every good team that is a super duper star. Most of the time have enforcer type players.
So there's a hot topic going on right now. Caitlin Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down.
That's all I see. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court.
Defenders weren't just being physical. They were making statements. Kennedy Carter's viral shoulder check. Angel Reese's relentless trash talk. Hard screens, hip checks, cheap shots. The kind that make you wonder if you're watching basketball or a wrestling match. And the refs? Silent. Repeatedly swallowing whistles while Clark got punished for simply trying to play the game she loves. The frustration was visible, but Clark never complained. No press conference rants, no retaliation, just quiet grit. But even the toughest stars need backup.
Like, she needs an enforcer, and if it ain't gonna be me, Michelle Rappaport, like, where is Charlize Oakley? Doesn't her team have like a Zavaria McDaniels or a Rakisha Mahorn? She needs like a goon on her team, because when your star player that's bringing so much money, so much attention to the league, and it's a collective, it's a bunch of them, it's been brewing.
Behind the scenes, the Indiana Fever's front office was watching closely, and they weren't going to let history repeat itself. They weren't just trying to improve the roster. They were building a wall around their franchise player. This wasn't about offense. This was about defense. Clark didn't need another shooter. She needed a bodyguard.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
I just think that's what they were doing in the offseason. They were trying to get winners, people who know how to compete, people who want to win, and put that together with experience, people who have championships. And so when you have that type of combination, and us kind of young bucks, I'm kind of a tweener, and then you have the vets. You know, you're just trying to be a sponge. You're trying to learn. You're trying to be good now, but at the end of the day, you're trying to be the best when it's preseason, right? And so that's why you have those vets, is so you can learn from them. They've been around the game for a really long time, and that's kind of the refreshing part about being on this team, is that everybody wants to learn, and so everyone's dialed in.
Enter Sophie Cunningham 6'1". With a Taekwondo black belt and a reputation for never backing down, Sophie Cunningham didn't join the Fever to blend in. The moment she spoke at training camp, the message was clear. I'm here to make sure nobody takes cheap shots at our players. That stops now. In a league of media-trained sound bites, that statement hit like a punch to the gut. And it landed exactly where it needed to.
I do think that everyone knows that we have something special here. I think a lot of teams have a lot of teams that are special, a lot of rosters that are special, but can you put it together? Can you put aside your agendas? Can you come into work every single day when you're tired, when you're sore, and still get something done? And stack the days, and that's what we're doing. Today was tough, you know what I mean? Like, we've been going for a long time. They haven't been, this is not an easy training camp, I'll tell you that, but I think we're gonna be better for it, and I think if you ask anyone, everyone kind of just feels that nice energy.
Cunningham is more than muscle. She's a 37.8% career three-point shooter. Opponents can't sag off her, or she'll make them pay. Her presence stretches defenses, giving Clark room to operate. And on the other end of the floor, she's a vocal leader, shouting out screens, calling rotations, and organizing teammates like an on-court general. She doesn't just react to danger, she prevents it.
So I'm on year 7, and I did not believe people when they're like, hey, when you get old, you're gonna know. Boy, I think I'm starting to get old, and I hate saying that. But no, it's just, we play fast, right? We're gonna be quick. We're a run and gun, we're a shooting team. But with that, you gotta get your cardio up. With that, you have to play fast, but play smart. And so there's a fine line between that, and we're all trying to get that. There's a lot of people here, a lot of different rotations. A lot of people that you haven't played with before, so you have to know where they want the ball, when they want it, their rhythm, their style of play. And so a lot of people are learning, but it's fun, right? Everyone's excited to be here. Everyone's working hard. We've had 3 really, really good days.
Between drills, you'll catch Clark and Cunningham in animated conversations, breaking down plays, reading defenses, laughing like they've played together for years. That connection matters. When it's crunch time and everything's on, the line, they won't need to speak. One look, one nod, that's all it'll take. And that bond, it's already changing the team's culture.
What's that kind of chemistry building process been like, especially off the court?
Yeah.
Since you guys are all now in market.
You know, I don't even want to sound like this, but it's been easy. It's been easy because you have really, really great people here that want to be a part of something special. And so they're not only phenomenal athletes, but they're phenomenal people. They're out in the community. They do what's right. I don't know. We're just good stewards. And so when you're around those types of people, it's refreshing. And when I say this, I'm truly happy to be here because it hasn't been like this for my career in a really long time.
Cunningham didn't come alone. The Fever added Natasha Howard, a 3-time WNBA champion with a Defensive Player of the Year trophy. Brianna Turner, with back-to-back all-defensive first-team honors. Dana Bonner, a floor general whose basketball, IQ, and veteran presence stabilize every possession. This isn't just a team, it's a fortress. And the motto is simple: nobody touches Caitlin.
Anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You know, you have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable.
What started with Cunningham is now a movement. Practices look different. Communication is sharper. Rotations are tighter. Teammates aren't just playing for themselves. They're standing up for each other. If someone throws a cheap shot now, they're not dealing with one enforcer. They're dealing with all 5 players on the court. This is the new Indiana Fever, and they're not here to take hits. They're here to hit back.
I'm so grateful and blessed to have my time out in Phoenix. I met a lot of cool people. I had a lot of great teammates. I learned a lot, had a lot of great times, but just a new era for me, right? A new system, a new type of energy, and so of course I'm excited for it. I'm happy to be close to my family. I'm excited to have my teammates, so I'm started to even get close with now, and I think we're gonna be a lot of friends, and so I don't know, it's a new vibe, and I'm happy.
We have entered Indiana Fever training camp day 3, and Sophie Cunningham is killing it.
Sophie's versatility only adds to the chaos. She can run point, play the wing, post up, or spot up. She gives Indiana endless combinations. Guards can't outmuscle her. Forwards can't chase her. She's a matchup nightmare, and she knows it. And when Clark has this kind of backup, she doesn't need to worry about dodging screens. She can do what she does best: dominate.
She sees the Indiana Fever putting Sophie back in that 3 position, so she sees her having like more of a breakout season than she'd had at the Mercury, having to play a position that wasn't exactly natural to her. But watching the footage, it's kind of crazy because I see Sophie Cunningham now as being able to play the 1, the 2, the 3, and with her experience over at Mercury, the 4. Sophie Cunningham at the 1 as the point guard, you're crazy, you say, but no.
This team didn't wait 3 years to rebuild. They did it in 1 offseason. The Fever are playoff ready now. They've built a roster with youth, firepower, defense, and leadership, all revolving around one mission: protect the star. Let her shine, win at all costs, and if anyone wants to test them, Sophie Cunningham will be waiting.
It's going to be Caitlin Clark flash show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision on the court, because that's like as soon as she get the ball in her hand, she throwing it up because she already see the person down the court before she even get the ball in her hand. So that's one thing I love about her vision on the court. I really can't wait to catch all those passes and give her all the assists that she needs.
We're not just watching a new season unfold. We're witnessing a shift in how women's basketball is played. Cunningham didn't just bring toughness, she brought a standard, one where respect is earned and enforced. This isn't about revenge. It's about evolution. And for every opponent still stuck in last year's mindset, there's one reality they can't escape. This time, Clark isn't alone.